Om Namah Shivaya.
Shalom, dear friends. I'm Professor Dr.Manoj.Kalantri from Ishan's Emporium. It is a pleasure talking to you once again. At this time, I intend to give you certain valuable tips about the Holy Rudraksha. The Holy Rudraksha is an organic gem, a great gift to mankind as a panacea to all his ills, all his problems. But there is so much of confusion in regards to this bead that I find it, absolutely necessary to come out with a short but effective video to clear a lot of clutter and confusion in regards to this bead. Point number one is there are no negative effects of wearing a Rudraksha. Unlike if you wear the wrong gemstone or use a wrong amulet or a yantra, it can fire back. It can give you a lot of difficulty. But a Rudraksha, as long as it's an original Rudraksha, as long as it is an untampered Rudraksha, it will give you no negative effect. Assuming that you have not taken a professional advice of anybody who is an expert at Rudrashruti. Now, what is Rudrashruti? Rudrashruti is the study of Rudraksha. And you have, just gone, picked up a good Rudraksha and worn it. Of course, you need to wear it on the correct Murat date, Murat time, and following a little ritualistic procedure. Assuming that you have picked up this Rudraksha and have worn it, believe me, it will never ever harm you as long as you have immense faith, unflinching faith in the Rudraksha. A gemstone, this is not the case necessarily. If an astrologer or a numerologist or a palmist or anybody from these fields gives you a wrong advice, you wear the wrong gemstone, you could face huge financial losses, or something could happen to your health or your family or something like this. But in this case, a Rudraksha never hurts a person. This is the first thing that you need to keep in mind. Point number two, never wear tampered, khandit, that's broken, chipped, cracked Rudrakshas. They're called khandit, they're called bhang, they're desecrated, they're damaged in some form or the other. Now, my friends, you mostly go in for these cheap Rudrakshas on the internet or with some sellers and suppliers. Believe me, higher Mukhi Rudrakshas, which are called Mukdar, normally from the 8 Mukhi onwards, they are expensive, especially if you go in for the Dingla variety from Nepal. They are expensive. So don't fall prey for cheap dole outs. Normally you'll find a 14 Mukhi sold for some ridiculous price and you say, oh, this is a great piece I'm buying. But believe me, these pieces in all likeliness are shriveled. They have low density. They're not well formed. The mukhas in them or the faces in them are not well spaced out. The chances of it being moth eaten or insect infested is very high. They're going to be very poor quality pieces. Then obviously how are you going to get the results that you intend to derive from it? No. So my friends, do not fall prey for cheap pieces, because the moment you fall prey for them, they are most likely to be tampered. The supplier should be extremely reliable. He should not only be a trader, but an expert at Rudrashruti, which I mentioned is a study of Rudraksha. He should know the classical texts like the Shiv Puran, Shrimad Devi Bhagavatam, Rudraksha Jabal Upanishad, Mantra Mahanarva, Ling Puran, and other related classical texts, along with the modern Rudrashruti rules and norms. You need somebody with a combination of these two rules. The third important aspect is, which I intend to cover in another video, is you have to be very careful of dhari pieces. Now you might wonder what this word dhari means. What they do is, a lot of people who do these malpractices, it's common, it's rampant in places like Hardwar, Rishikesh, Jaipur, and number of other places, especially pilgrimage places, because they know this person has come today, he may never come back again. So they do this thing called dhari. They will take, let's say, a 10-mukhi Rudraksha and draw 4 lines from the external outer surface on it and make it look like a 14-mukhi piece. Now, a 10-mukhi piece is 1/10 the cost of a 14-mukhi piece. So obviously that fellow is making a lot of money by making these lines. Earlier they used to make it by a sharp instrument like a sharp knife. They used to heat up the knife and then a good craftsman would pull out these 4 lines. But for a seasoned Rudraksha expert, we can very well find out that these lines are fake. But for a common person, it is just not possible to find out that these lines or these mukhas or these faces are fakes. They will put it in between 2 real faces which are close by, and you will just not know. The real mukhas are not absolutely straight, never, and they are like pouted lips, while this will be like a sharp line because it's been made by a knife. Nowadays, in places like Varanasi, they've started a new system. They've started heating copper wires, and through copper wires, they're slowly cutting through the outer surface of the Rudraksha and making mukhas. So, they are also developing more innovative methods to make fools out of people. Now, there's a lot of people who say, oh, give me an X-ray test and I will be able to know whether this Rudraksha is genuine. Believe me, in higher mukhi, even the X-ray test many a times fails. The reason is, it is said the number of compartments, the number of mukhas will be the number of compartments inside the Rudraksha, and the number of compartments will lodge each seed of the Rudraksha. For instance, if there's a 5-mukhi Rudraksha, it will have 5 compartments inside and each compartment will have a seed. But when the mukhis increase, the compartments are so close that it is very difficult to say whether this is 1 compartment or 2 compartments. Not all compartments will necessarily have seeds in them. So you're most likely to become a fool. You're most likely to be taken for a ride in this case. So my friends, these are these small tips just before the holy month of Shravan that I intend to give you. And in the later videos, I'm going to show you X-ray tests, I'll show you CT scan tests, and I intend to catch hold of somebody who shows me the dhari process. In the description box, I have shown you how they drill artificially holes in Rudrakshas. I've given you a link for the same. And I also showed you, given you a link for a Nakli Rudraksha video, very interesting video, wherein they make duplicate Rudrakshas out of dove and geru. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I'm going to show you wooden Rudrakshas, how they are made, and so many others. But I'm waiting to catch hold of the right person and he trusting me to do it. So my friends, Holy Shravan is coming across. Go buy genuine, authentic, great quality beads. Do not compromise on the quality of the beads. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, you found it informative, then please like our video, subscribe to our channel and share this video as much as possible. A Rudraksha never ever causes any damage of any sort to anybody. Please bear that in mind. Thank you so much. Shivam Kalyanam.